Ladies and gentlefolks, toys and girls, I shall tell thee the legend of a unique experience made by a bygone game studio by the name of Blue Tongue. Their game, called the Blob, is a wonderful platformer that allows you to color the world, and people loved it so much, parent company THQ milked it into a franchise alongside Bonnie Hammer, corporate tool. But did it really deserve to be the talk of the town? Or should it be stuffed into a locker with the tiny crunchy nerds? What a great candy treat! The story here is a bit more complex than, say, Crazy Taxi for the Dreamcast, among other consoles. Back on track, there's this ink man named Comrade Black. Ouch. Who runs the Inked Corporation, most likely working with World Trade, and strips the planet Radia of all color, fun, and individuality, forcing the Grade Radiants, or Gradients, if you will, to do mundane jobs while the Inkies control the world and media. So it's up to the Color Underground and their ace in the hole, Blob, to rise up and color the hamlet of Chroma City back to its former glory. Like I said, a bit more complex than Crazy Taxi, but not enough to be the next Final Fantasy VII. In terms of voice acting, it's all just Simglish, so I'm gonna have to do a casting couch for the characters that aren't Blob. Let's say Jim Cummings for the Professor, John DiMaggio for Biff, Artie would be voiced by Candy Milo or Grey DeLise, to complement Pinky being yet another role in the portfolio of the female Mel Blanc herself, Tara Strong. And for Zip we have... And it was there that I met the sweetest guy ever to sit right next to me. He gave me 3 of those giant M&M cookies you find in the high school cafeterias. But the best part is, when I went out to toss aside my trash, only then did I see his face. Shut up! Don't get me wrong, he was still a pretty nice guy to be around. He even told me that my first refill of popcorn was absolutely free, something I clearly did not know at all. What bothers me is that a guy I befriended in real life as a Disney movie, one that was made by Pixar nonetheless, laid out in progress, who gave me cookies and told me something that to me was as unknown as Cinnamode, and the Cinnamon Cap was from the human from Adventure Time. Hope this doesn't affect his street cred. And then there's the music. It makes you feel like you're playing through an episode of Chowder. Never a good sign when you're trying to grow a franchise. It was electrifying to know that they came back for the sequel, funded in part by Sci-Fi. It's a shame that the 2D platforming here does not live up to the full 3D experience. Maybe in the next The Blob game. That is, if there is a next Blob game. See, the schmucks who paid for this company, THQ, was in the final era of its existence when they made this, relying on new IPs to survive its downfall, leaving only WWE as its sole licensee. You know what's funny about the Aspire Network? When it terminated studio programming on G4, X-Play mentioned the WWE 2012 review to be their last WWE review ever. It has much more clout now as of the here and now, because THQ would file for liquidation and join the preceding year's corporate failure hostess in the Nightosphere. Say hi to Black Rock for me, you loony bin bastards. There is a bunch of things I have to say about the Blob. A bunch is a unit of measurement after all. But for now, my computer's life is officially over. As I rise to the local Best Buy to get a new laptop. You are gone too soon, Blue Tongue. I'm sorry THQ gave you the testicular disease. See you in hell, you Zamzar hating credge. You too, Zamzar. I'm with a new man now. She's way better than you were in the past. And that means before you gave YouTube the shaft. Yes, I went there, so if you want to win me over again, then get that moose. We need its head for the fraternity wall so that we can get more points for our interior design class. Just forget it. See you later, bitch.
But even the authorities exactly how TV works.
In a city full of color, an inky enemy will rise. And the fate of the city rests with you and the Blob. Launch a color revolution to wipe out inky invaders and take back Chroma City. The Blob, only on Wii. Rated E for everyone. Game and system sold separately.